Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. Today is Margarete Miller challenge time. So let's see. The Margarete Miller Collage Challenge is a weekly assignment challenge where there are 6 prompts. There are 5 main prompts and 1 bonus prompt that you can change out one of the first 5 for the 6th bonus one if you choose. Or you can choose to do all 6, which is what I usually try to do, unless there's just something I just don't have or something like that. But you can usually find something that will fill in. Okay, so it's once a week, and I will leave information in the description box below this video so that you can go check out Margarete Miller's YouTube channel and get more information on where to find the prompts, or where, yeah, prompts. She has a planner that she sells, or she has a digital download of the planner pages, or she has just the assignments, which is what I use, or the prompts that you can cut out and put with your collage on the front. I choose to put them on the back. So it's just up to you how you like it. A lot of people are using books where they put a collage on this side and on this side. So they put the collage either in a pocket on the same page, you know, on the front, or, you know, somewhere like that. But I like to put them on the back of my page. So it's just personal choice. These are ones that I've done so far. We're up to week 7. So we have 6 collages so far. This was last week's, and then we're ready to go for this week. I think I'm going up and down like this way this week. And so our prompts this week are a photo. And I found this photo, and because these items are all super varied and I was having trouble making them kind of come together and be cohesive, I have chosen the year 1918 as my cohesive thing. Like, everything that I have is from the year 1918. So that's why, with the masks and the Spanish flu of 1918, you know, the whole mask thing happened then too. So we're having a little history repeating as it does. So anyway, something in a garage. I have a 1918 Harley Davidson motorcycle, a rubber stamp, and this is just my all numbers rubber stamp, but I have put 1918 on it. So it says a rubber stamp used in 2 different colors. So I will stamp 1918 in black and coffee archival ink. And then it has a headline, and I have a headline, Spanish influenza, a new name for an old familiar disease. A sewing item, I have a pattern, a sewing pattern for 1918. And then I also grabbed, you know, some sewing tissue paper. And then the bonus is random pieces of washi tape. We're gonna make our own washi tape because I just didn't really have anything that I liked or wanted to use. So that's what we'll do first so that it can dry. So we move this stuff for a second here. Oh, except I do want this sewing tissue because we're going to use that on our funky little washi. This is just medical, I think they call it paper tape. Fabric tape or paper tape, I'm not sure. It's one, you know, that's kind of papery. Makes sense, right? So yeah, but it's just, you can find it where you can find medical supplies, and there's lots of videos on people making their own washi, and people have used all kinds of stuff. You can use masking tape, you can use sticker, like sticker pages, and then cut them into strips, you know, so that it's like a whole sheet of sticker, but then you cut it into strips and then it's like washi. So yeah, you do whatever floats your boat on the whole washi thing, or just find a washi you like and use that. So the first thing I want to do is ink this a little bit. So how y'all doing today? I hope you're doing good. I'm doing good. I had one of those days where I could not get myself started. Like, I just couldn't get it together. I mean, I kind of knew what I needed to do and wanted to do and all that, but I just couldn't get my act together. Well, part of the problem is my hands are really hurting me. So it doesn't make me really want to do anything in all reality. So I just, yes, I didn't get as much done today as I wanted to do. And then I was just kind of in a funky, weird mood. So I don't know why that happens. Probably because of the hands, you know, it all just becomes sort of aggravating and discouraging. This is coffee with just a tiny bit of rubbing alcohol in it. And the only reason I do that is to keep it from getting moldy or anything. Otherwise, if you know you're gonna use the whole bottle, then in like just 2 days or something, then don't bother, because it's not a necessity and it doesn't really help anything. It just is good for keeping the mold out. Words, wow. So anyways, that is that, and I'm just going to kind of dab it a little because I'm trying to hurry it along. But if I was doing this normally, I would just let it dry, because, you know, I'm taking away the rubbing alcohol, which is kind of a bugger, but it's okay. I don't want it super wet anyhow, because it's, I think we're going to use some of these. I need a glue book. Hold on a second. I knew I was going to do that. I like stood here and went, okay, I have this, I have this, I have this. And no, I didn't have everything. But yeah, these are kind of fun. Just page protectors. Y'all know, I'm sure, what they are. But yeah, I don't know. Couldn't get it together this morning. I mean, I had to run to the post office and I did all that stuff just fine. I just couldn't figure out videos or anything. Just was one of those days. I think I'm going to stamp them a little too. I'm just winging it. I don't like, this isn't any specific idea I've seen anywhere. I mean, I've seen people do tape washi, but I just mean this specific one I haven't. So I'm just kind of doing my own thing, which is what we do, right? We get ideas and then we just run with it, which is the awesome part. And I am going to put glue on this only because I did get that a little bit wet, and you know, it would be a bummer to have it just like pop off, as these do sometimes on stuff. So yeah, hopefully you're all having a lovely Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day for me, but I know it's the day after, or 2 days after, whatever, something like that. Whatever the days are, right? I'll just put a couple of these here and there, no specific thing in mind. Just something different to play with, making your own washi. It's kind of fun, because you can do whatever you like for whatever kind of journal you're doing. And I'm putting it on this waxy deli paper. It's called sandwich wrap paper or something like that, but it's very waxy. So just regular wax paper would work too, because you want to be able to peel the tape off, right? You don't want to stick it onto something that you can't peel it off of, because that wouldn't be very fun. And I'll probably still add some glue to the back. I'm just going to glue this down. And I like the pattern pieces that have like the stitching needle and all that. I just think those are kind of fun, especially if you're going for that specific look, right? And if it hangs over a little, I don't care. I think that it will look kind of cool. Okay, and then I'll do some scissors. But yeah, you could do so many things. I mean, you could watercolor, you can ink, you can, you know, glue book page on like I'm doing with this. The sewing pattern paper is just always a good idea because it gives it that kind of antiqued color, right? Maybe I'll put this on this one. What was that called? Stamp, doodle, I mean, you name it. You can do that on these. However artsy you want to get with it, go for it. Oops. I'm not doing very good on this ripping thing. Yeah, I started to take some joint stuff for my hands, so I'm hoping that that will give me a little help. I mean, the stuff that I use on them does help. It's just, you know, y'all know if you have that problem. I don't need to go blah blahing about it because we all know, those of us that are using our hands all the time. So yeah, put that there, just book page, just whatever you feel like. Just anything that'll add some interest, basically. Put a little music, kind of like this side with the treble clef. Pasha's watching birds again. He's such a goober. He was watching fish this morning. I turned on like ocean or fish and sea turtles. He kind of thought those turtles were crazy. I've been turning it on upstairs instead of downstairs now though, because he has become the world's largest nuisance whenever anyone is trying to watch TV downstairs. So I'm trying to, maybe if we don't turn it on down there, you know, ever for him, then he'll get that's not the place for it. Oh, somebody was asking me what I do with these when I fold them in half. These ones I don't use as much because this stuff is literally like newspaper, super thin and just kind of weird, but I do have other book pages that I've done the same thing with, and they make great journaling cards because you can cut them to whatever size, or you can make simple journaling pockets. Like if you just want one with a thumb notch in it, you know, that makes a great, just simple pocket. You can do things like fold them something like this, and you could tear along the edge if you wanted to, and of course have it the right way, whatever. It doesn't matter because you usually end up covering it with like collage, but if you want to see the writing, then you might want it right side up. Thumb notch here, thumb notch there, have a pocket and a pocket, you know, you just glue here and there, and that way you've got, you know, some easy pockets. So yeah, they're definitely great for that. This book isn't great. A lot of times I reuse the pages for just more gluing or inking or whatever the thing is. And then, you know, I'll just toss them after they're just real used up kind of thing. But definitely don't just throw them away, especially if they're made at a decent book page, because they're super nice to have for tags. Like if you fold them this direction instead of the up and down direction, then they make great tags. So there's that. Oh, there's some sewing stuff on this. That's the needle right there. But yeah, so there's loads of things. Anything you can actually think of that we do to make journals, if you can figure out a way to do it with one of those glue pages, then that works great. It just sometimes they are kind of thick because you've like doubled the page, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, you just play with them and figure out what works best for you. All right, I'm going to put some spatters and stuff like that. I think that that's good. I'm going to ink these ones a little because I didn't ink them at all. And you could spray them again with coffee. Get the black out of here before I ruin my ink pad. Make them as inked or not inked as you like. If you like it less inked, then definitely do that. I think we'll put some of these real quick. This crackly finish that I got from Tammy. And it's a Tim Holtz or Ranger stamp and stencil set, and you can get it on Amazon. I haven't put it on my favorite things. I will try to remember to do that because it is super cool. I might go ahead and put my 1918 a few spots. I mean, why not, right? That looks like a 7, but it is a 1. I guess I probably moved. I moved again, but it's fine. Okay. That, and then we're going to spatter it. And that will be that. Put my lids on my glues before they get all messed up. If I can see, that is. Okay. So this is just my Winsor & Newton gold. I had to order some more. Get them low again. I feel like I should buy stock in it at this point. I actually remembered to bring up a little jar of water. Wow, miracle of miracles. Eventually I'll get trained, right? Let's see, another brush that's good for that. I just washed a bunch and brought them up, so they should be here. I need black, and I want for white as well. Oh, there's one. Sorry, I just don't want big brushes because it just leaves big blobs. And that's that Winsor & Newton Indian ink is what that's called. Have a little more control over the small brushes, I have found. I don't know if that's true for everybody, but it does seem to help a little because, like my sister was saying, I do get it everywhere. Like, it's on my light bulbs, it's on my camera. I mean, it's everywhere, so it's just a mess. And then we'll just put a little white spatter and we'll let it dry while we do the rest of the collage, or at least up to the point we need this, hopefully. Where did I put my... And I just have what do you call it? Gesso. Oh my gosh. When you have hands at work, it's way easier. I was telling my husband, what was it? I couldn't open the front door the other day because we have one of the ones that you push down the little like latch thing. It's like, this is getting ridiculous. Oh my goodness. And I've been wearing my little compression gloves too. So yeah. There may not have been a Tuesday video. I don't know yet because I'm doing this one first because I want to make sure I get this one done. And then we'll see how we go for the rest of the day. But if for some reason I don't, just know. It's my stinking thumb. Well, it's both of them, but the right one's way worse. All right, so we're gonna set those aside to dry. So I think that's kind of fun, and you guys will see the end result. I may have to pause to get them dry so that I can finish the collage, but we'll see. So I'll set them over here, and we'll continue on with this part for a few minutes. See how we go. Okay. I'll probably want to use that washi maybe in the back is the only thing, but we might just have to make it a more front thing. See, I mean, I don't know how any of this even goes together, But, and then again, I'm back to that whole, everything's in, like, squares again. Maybe I will. Split it up a little bit so that I can use different parts. I got out a new ink pad. I love that because then it actually inks. And a new, you know, little dauber thing. Because mine was just falling to shreds. To get like that. Unfortunately. And then I need, so everything's just kind of squares or rectangles or whatever again. It's just my own hang up. I don't know why that is so annoying. I think I'm going to do this on here. My husband's like, you need to wear those gloves all day while you're working. And I was like, yeah, that sounds great. And it does definitely help. He's not wrong. But this sounds insane. I know. But I said, every time I use the restroom or I'm doing this stuff and I have to wash my hands, I have to take those gloves off. And taking them on and off is not a great feeling either. I know it's all like, really, you're such a whiner. And it's true, I am a whiner, but oh my gosh. And so that's why I like to wear them at night because, you know, then I get to leave them on all night while I'm sleeping. But I really should have them on more, but it's just such a drag. So yeah, you know, first world problems, right? Just not fun. I don't think I need this top part of that. Is not necessary, but I do like that 10 for 15 cents or whatever on there is cool. Okay, I like them inked. They look more interesting. So let's get this one down. I'm probably gonna have to go dry that ink on that tape because I think I want to use some of it in the background too. So I'll probably pause for just a second after I get this piece down. Doesn't take too long for the little spatters to dry, luckily. When I do the big spatters, when I do the action painting, that definitely takes a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna pause and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and the only spots that are wet are those, might be a tiny bit, those ones. I think I'm gonna do just a few little doodly things just for fun. You don't have to do this, so, you know, I mean, you don't have to do any of this, but it can be fun, right? So I'm just drawing like weird sort of circly things around, however, wherever I want. Nothing real earth-shaking. I don't know why, just whatever. Fun little something strikes you. It just adds a little something, you know, because you'll just see bits of it, and it's just fun. I don't know how well you guys can see this because The light is kind of weird. But anyways, they're just little dots and random little things around. I thought it would be fun to put this one down and then maybe take a strip of this and put it, you know, maybe over part of that. Yeah, so that picture just cracked me up with the whole wear a mask or go to jail. It's kind of like the insanity that has ensued here in, well, our whole world, basically. But yes, history repeating. We're good at that. That is for sure. And I'm just going to take one of these off. And I don't know if I'll use the whole piece, but I'm just going to take the whole piece off and figure out kind of what I'm thinking. I think I want to leave the whole, what do you call it, headline there. But let's take off this piece. I don't need that. Sticking way up high there. And then if I put it like that, let's just tear off a little bit. We pretty much could use most of this. I know it says random pieces of, the presser foot goes that way, huh? The sewing presser foot there. So I'll put it the right direction. See, I like those bits that are hanging over. Oh, you know what? I probably will need just a little more glue just to make sure it stays down. It's sticking pretty good though. That has pretty good sticky on it, but you know, you can definitely, if it needs glue, especially after you get it wet at all or whatever. I'll see it's sticking so much to itself it won't even. So it's just going to be messed up right there, but that's kind of going to add to it. Yeah, it really stuck to itself right there. It wasn't going to let go. Okay. Simply the same old gripe. It's funny because I read that, and as a child, I remember my grandfather, who would have been 18, or no, he would have only been 8 when this flu happened. He always called sickness, really of any kind, the gripe, and so that's kind of funny. Now I get where that comes from. Does that look good? Yeah, I think so. I like that down there. And it's funny how those things carry on for a while, and then we went for, because it was originally called the gripe, and then they started calling it influenza, and you know, then the gripe thing kind of hung on for a little while, but then now we pretty much all call it influenza or short flu. But yeah, it's just kind of interesting. Pasha's talking to the birds. Kind of put them a lot lower that time, didn't I? I don't know if I want them that low. I don't think I do. Because I kind of want them as central. I like seeing part of the dress though, at least. I didn't want half of them to be covered, you know, entirely, practically by the motorcycle. I do like the motorcycle, though. It kind of adds to it. Do I want maybe that other piece, or at least part of it? Where did I put that? Oh, my goodness, Amy. It's right here next to me. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. I'm thinking a little bit of something there would be kind of good. Thought about ripping it the long way, but this doesn't really seem to want to rip a whole bunch. It's kind of feisty. So I think I'll just kind of do that sort of thing. I don't know if you just heard Pasha. He's talking to the birds. Cracks me up with that. Come up here a little bit. I think I cut water on that. That's not good. Did it mess up the front? No. He sort of liked the fish, but not as much as the birds. He was intrigued for a moment. Okay, and then we kind of need like maybe another little piece of the washi. They're definitely random bits of washi. And then we need our stamp. What did I do? There it is. And we will stamp it in 2 colors. Do the brown first so that hopefully I don't get, and this is pretty dark brown, but just don't want to mix. I'm going to put 1918 right down here. There's a 4. It crept up. That's the only thing. There isn't really a great blank, but it doesn't matter. I do like this picture a lot, though. It's just a real good historical kind of, you know, thing. I like stuff like that. Kind of don't want to go that far over, so I think I'm going to do something like this. Oh, didn't get the 8 very good, but it's all right. Okay, and now I can just do kind of some other general stamping. I'm gonna use my crackly deal here. I've got to figure out where I'm gonna put my number 7. That's it's funny because you can start to see that 1920s influence coming in the clothing. Like her hat is starting to get, oh, she's got kind of some kind of, I don't know, those flaps on it or something, but I can just see by the brim of it and stuff. Okay, let's do some of these because they're a little less. My two stamp things are kind of almost hidden. Okay, I think that's good. I might go ahead and do a circle or two in the coffee and in the black, even though this isn't technically a stamp, but just so at least I've got that other color of ink in other spots. Did you give up on the birds? He's in here now. Snorting and whatever that he does. This one doesn't make it very good. Let me see if I can get it better with this. Okay, I think that's good. Oops, wrote the wrong lid on the wrong thing there. Do I want any spatters? Maybe just a tiny bit. I definitely don't want to get it on their faces. So I'm going to put some little pieces of paper on their faces. So now they've got masks and paper on their faces. Okay. Can't remember which one I used for what here. Oh, there we go. I don't think I'll do the white. I'll just do the black and the gold. Okay. Gold. That was white. I really like that washi tape. I might have to make some more of that. That is fun stuff to put on other things. Turns out kind of cool. All right, so although it feels disjointed, I really like the way it came out. I really like, I just love old photographs. I feel like I could almost use old photograph in anything and like it because they're just kind of cool. That one doesn't want to come off of that guy's face. It's kind of stuck with the ink. Good thing I put that one over his face because he'd have been completely covered in spatters. Anyway, oh, you know what? My number. I need my number. Number 7. Go good there? Yeah, I think so. Almost forgot it. I'll have to sign it too. Oh my goodness. This stuff has just been fighting me all winter. It was doing fine. Wasn't having any trouble with it whatsoever. And then the weather got cold. And it's not even that cold in the house, but it's just not cooperating. No matter how many times I clean it, it's just nope. It just says no. Okay, now we're done. So we have a photo. Oops, can you guys see? A photo, something in a garage, a rubber stamp used in two ink colors, a headline, a sewing item, which is there, and the scissors and the needle and the presser foot there. Random pieces of washi tape, and that's the washi. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I really did. I really like it a lot. So I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and we will chat again tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.